Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Andy Hansen here, standing in for Mr. Dan Anderson, and welcome to our weekly webinar. My pleasure to be with you today. Hope you've got your pad and your pen ready to take down any notes. And as always, if you do have questions after the webinar, then feel free to email us. But do look out for the email that comes out from Jeff, which is always a great summary of the actual webinar itself. So let's take a look at today's agenda. It's going to be quite short and sweet, you'll be pleased to know, on this hot, sunny day. So we're going to be going through Leo Coin 3. We're going to look at 10-10-10, double rank points incentive, the Maldives Global Annual Conference 2020, and then our call to action. And also do put in your diary, guys, next Monday's webinar, a very important webinar. Make sure that you're on and get all of your team on for some important, exciting news coming your way from Mr. Dan Anderson and me here. So let's look now at Leo Coin 3. So there's been a lot of things going on, as you know. There's been a lot of changes in the technology. We've changed platforms over to Ethereum. So there is some stuff that you need to do. And the first thing you need to do, if you haven't already, is register for your Ethereum wallet address. Once you've done that, and if you need help doing that, I'd recommend that you go to the guidelines page on leocoin.org, because there's lots of great information there to help you get through that process. Once you've done that, then register for staking at reward.leocoin.org. There's a mouthful, reward.leocoin.org. And that's where you can register for staking once you've set up your Ethereum wallet and you've registered that, etc. Then withdrawals are available once the Leo Coin 3 address has been verified. And if you have an LMS exchanges or LMS AX product, depending where you are in the world, then you can stake your rewards by moving to the Ethereum wallet that you've already registered with reward.leocoin.org. So there's two main addresses you need to worry about there. The first one is leocoin.org for guidelines and help to set up your Ethereum wallet, and then reward.leocoin.org for actually registering for your staking. Bit of work to do. There's always a bit of work to do when technology changes and moves on. And, you know, we do have technology products within the portfolio here at Leo. And just remember that, you know, technology is never ending. It's always expanding and it's changing. It's a bit like a stream that turns into a river and then into an estuary and ultimately into an ocean. So it's always changing. It's always developing. It's always making sure that it's going to be in front of any curves that are coming in the market, etc. And Leo's no different. So this isn't unusual to Leo. It's stuff that we need to do, and it's stuff that you need to do so that you can benefit from the new Leo Coin 3. Okay, so now on to 10-10-10, and what an amazing thing this has been. Since its launch, literally tens and tens and tens of thousands of people have registered with us as new members under the free account program, which is tremendous news, because that goes to prove that when the offering is where you need it to be to pique the interest of a new prospective team player, then people want to join. And then, of course, it's our job as members to then convert those free account members into a paid account member and help them become a team member and start developing their business. And then also it means that they can also upgrade and then look at other things like the LMS product, etc., etc. So this is in the sales world. Some people will call it a lost leader. So when someone's joining the organization for free and been given a £10 gift, then you can say, well, that's a lost leader, because what it's doing is creating you and the company a database of new prospective prospects that can join your winning team. Now, the few points to remember, happens to be 10 of them here, and that is that the member that's joining for free will get a £10 worth of product for free when they join. Now, all they have to do is actually KYC to do that. And then the second thing is you need to present the company's reputation and its Leo causes. And if you sign up 10 people and they get £10 worth of, you get £10 worth of Leo coin. So you help 10 people sign up for free. They all get £10 worth of training for free, and then you get rewarded with £10 worth of Leo coin. So it's a win-win situation. You win and the prospect wins. Then you get to work to train the team, and this is where we really get into our world of educating, because what they need to do is understand how they can actually be part of our expanded network, the benefits to them, the things we do with Leo charity and causes and all the other stuff. So here's where you could say you're selling / educating, and it creates a duplication within your team, and that's a very, very good winning strategy. Enthusiasm will help to drive the sales and will also help to you earn rewards, because enthusiasm will take the most negative prospect and turn them into the most optimistic buyer, as long as you make a friend first. Because remember that people buy from people they like, they don't buy from salespeople. So it's very, very important that when we're talking to our free new members, that what we're really doing is building a relationship. We're asking questions, we're getting to know them, we're listening twice as much as we speak. That's why we've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. And what you'll find is that that new free member will give you all of the reasons why they should really become a paid up member and start developing a team. If you ask the right questions, if you ask them in the right way, they will give you all of the answers, and you'll find it very, very easy to convert these free members into fully fledged team members, and some of them into leaders. Bronze to executive will earn the BP and RP on the free signups. That's very, very important. And KYC has to be done. It has to be done for legal reasons. It has to be done because Leo is a company with integrity and it has a reputation. Your commissions that you earn will be on the Leo Causes products. So when they upgrade to the Child Development Pack, that's when you will earn commissions. Before that, you'll just get a reward for signing up 10 people. And then get hold of the Leo coin and get staking your rewards. And this is very, very, very important, because what we want is these new free members to be joining us in the right way through education and good causes. The rewards and Leo coin and all that other lovely stuff is just in addition to the core of the business, which is education, education, and education. It's always been education. Everything else is just an add-on to it. Now, remember that in the acquisition process, 10 new members join us for free, and they get £10 reward for doing so once they've KYC'd. And if you do 10 of them, you get £10 in Leo coin, which is great news, so win-win. 5 of those members we would expect to attend a Discover Leo event and learn more about Leo and the good causes and Dan and all the other lovely stuff. 2.5 of those we would expect to upgrade by purchasing a Child Development Pack, and then 1.5 of those we'd expect to become a leader by purchasing an NMS Exchanges Pack, etc., etc. So you can see how the numbers suddenly multiply. And if you're like some of you that are on here now that I recognize your names, have got big, big, big teams, you can do the maths for yourself and imagine that if half of your team brought on 10 free members over the next 30 days, and then half of those saw Discover Leo, and then half of those decided to join, you know the maths, you know how it works. And what this creates is a momentum. And when you get momentum in your business, then you'll see amazing things happening. You'll see you and your team advancing through the ranks because you're developing the business in a good way, an ethical way, and you're giving everybody the same opportunity. So let's just summarize on the steps of 10, 10, 10, which is clearly working, because with tens and tens and tens of thousands of people coming on as free members since this was launched only a few short weeks ago, this proves that now you have a new vehicle and a new way to be able to introduce people to the world of Leo and everything that we have to offer. So step 1 is simple. You join the community for free. You get a £10 free gift. All you need to do is KYC to prove you really are a human and you're not next door neighbor's cat. Step 2, you become a team builder by purchasing a Child Development Pack. And that's great because you're helping with good causes. You're helping with us with building more schools like the ones that we've done in Nepal and the ones that have been done in, where else have we done them? I can't think, it's left me. I was there recently, but anyway, it'll come back to me in a minute. And all the other places that we've done them in Cambodia, thank you very much, Sarah, in Cambodia, we want to open more and more schools around the world. And the only way to do that is to create a big pot of money that can be used to do that. And Camilla and the team are dedicated to getting that done, and you can help with that. And what a better way to start your career, if you like, with Leo than buying a pack which is going to help someone, some little person, someone in the world to get an education that they more than likely wouldn't get if it wasn't for you and for Leo. And then step 3 is become a leader by purchasing an LMS Exchanges Pack, and then you become part of the crypto element of what Leo does. 3 simple steps. Anybody can follow these. So when you're talking to someone about Leo and what you have to offer to them, you could actually just show them these 3 simple steps on a piece of paper. This is what you do, step 1, step 2, step 3. And then they will start asking you, well, how about this? What about that? And through that conversation, you will find out what their hot button is. You will find out what their dreams, plans, and goals are, what their aspirations are, what they're looking to achieve. And then you're able to develop an action plan, and then they're able to go to work. So really, really do start working hard on the 10-10-10, because it's something that you'll find will help you with effort. Because now you'll be all working together. And if we're all doing the same thing every day, the same way every day, but we learn to do it better every day that we do it and that we teach it, you'll see a multiplication or duplication of effort. So that no longer are you stuck, as everybody else is, with 24 hours a day that earn you money. Because you've got 1,000 people in your team, then you've got 24 times 1,000. And this is the beauty of network marketing, it's duplication. But in order to duplicate, you have to have an easy to follow, simple to teach, and simple to learn and implement plan. And 10-10-10 is that plan. It gives you the lever, the products and the programs. This is not just about making money. This is about helping those little people around the world who won't get an education if it wasn't for the hard work that you do each and every day by expanding the brand across the world so that we can open more and more schools. And the spark to it, if you like, is the Leo coin price, because what better time? With the price of Leo coin today, what better time than to get involved with Leo today and to benefit from that price? Because the higher the price goes, the more unattractive, if you like, to a new prospect it seems. Because everybody will look at it and see that if the price is low, they've got an opportunity to maybe make something within that area of the business. If the price is really, really high, they may be nervous that could they really see a big return coming if they work hard with the business. So 10-10-10 is making big differences. And we're seeing it across the world. It's not just in certain markets, it's in markets everywhere. So the new member acquisition program and process is really, really simple. They join for free at the sign up page. They must complete their email and mobile for KYC purposes. The new member receives a PIN code for the Dan Anderson training product, which is valued at £10, which I've got to say, it should be valued at a lot more than that. Anyway, then they can download the course and it will give 1 BP and RP to everyone in the upline up to the rank of executive. So this is designed to help the new members, the new people that are joining our community. 10 new free members must be signed up and KYC completed within 30 days for you to get your reward. And all accumulated RP and BP will be flushed for new members below the rank of bronze on the 3rd bonus run after their joining date. So flushing takes place every Wednesday. So this is important. With all these tens and tens and tens of thousands of people that have signed up, we need to be on top of them as leaders to ensure that they're going through the process in a good, orderly fashion and they're getting everything they need to be done before those points flash. If you've got any questions, then do speak to your upline. Now, a final point about this, which is something that should really, really help you to get into that list and get into your team's list now, is that the double RP incentive is ending at 23:59 Leo server time tomorrow. So you knew this was going to happen. It's ending at 23:59 server time tomorrow. So that means that you've got just over 24 hours actually to get through the list and make sure that everybody that's come on free has done the things they need to and is upgraded and all that lovely stuff. Take advantage of that double RP. Don't let it end and people just sort of drop out of the other side. Because what 10-10-10 does is create a funnel. And if you've ever been in the sales world, you'll have heard of a sales funnel. And what happens is you put a lot of people in the top of the funnel, which is the biggest part. And then as they go through the process, the funnel gets smaller and smaller and smaller until you come out with a little hole at the bottom where your leaders come out the bottom. And it doesn't matter whether you're in network marketing, it doesn't matter whether you're in direct sales, whether you're in conventional retail, wholesale, whatever business you're in. All businesses need a sales funnel or a prospect funnel. Because the more people that are looking, the more opportunity you have to upgrade people, the more people you have that become leaders, the more people you have to be out there duplicating your time and effort. And this is a really, really important thing to do. When you're duplicating your time and effort, then you're able to leverage time and leverage everything else that you're doing. So if we go to the next slide, I think Jeff's having fun there with the slides. That's it. Cheers, Jeff. Slide 11. Okay, so the Maldives 2020. Qualification ends at 23:59 Leo server time on the 31st of July. Today's the 29th, which means you've just got over 48 hours left to qualify. And I was looking today at the list. There is hundreds of you who have done the first bit, which is introduced a new member within the qualifying period. And there's hundreds of you where that person is so close to associate, it's insane. With just a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance, and a little bit of motivation, you could be getting that member over the line in the next 48 hours to become associate, so you too can join us in the Maldives. And it's a really, really important thing, because the Global Annual Conference enables you to spend time with leaders from all over the world. It enables you to spend time, quality time, for free with corporate staff. It enables you to brainstorm and to network and do all those great stuff while you're having a great time. A party every day and night, team activities. It's all inclusive. The food's paid for, the drinks are paid for, your accommodation's paid for, you get a travel bonus for your flights. Free is best. What could be better than free? And so to miss it for the sake of a few hundred rank points on one of your new members is crazy. So if that's you, and you have actually introduced someone since the 25th of March, and they haven't quite hit associate yet, I'd go back and take a look, because you may be shocked to see how close you really are, and you can really, really help them to get to that great rank of associate, but also help yourself to be able to come along and join us. And it's going to be an event not to be missed. You know, every year it's like the next one's going to be bigger and better, but it actually is, because they do become bigger, they do become better. And why would you want to miss it when it's for free? Help your team, and then you can join us in paradise next year in the Maldives for the 2020 Global Annual Conference. So our call to action before I wrap up: you need to register your Ethereum wallet. That's very, very important. Stake your LMS rewards. 10-10-10, get growing your team by get your team motivated to use the 10-10-10 process. It's so simple. Sign them up for free, upgrade them after they've seen the business opportunity to a child development product pack, and then some of those will upgrade into a leadership stance. Take advantage of double RP incentive, because it ends in just over 24 hours time. So don't lose that opportunity. And lastly, qualify for the Global Annual Conference next year, because it ends in just over 48 hours time. And some of you are so close, it's insane. Literally, I've seen people who have got a new member who are a couple of hundred rank points short, and that's it, from hitting associate, which means that their sponsor is going to go on the Global Annual Conference. You know, ladies and gentlemen, life's a series of opportunities. And the key to success is to recognize the right opportunity when it passes your way. And to some degree, the vast majority of you have done that. That's why you're on the call today. But I sometimes think that we all need to take a bit of a step back and look wider at what we're doing. Because what you have the opportunity to do is to work with Dan Anderson. And you may not work with Dan personally one-on-one each and every day. That's true, because you're not here in the UK or wherever he is every other day. But you are able to work with someone who, in entrepreneurial terms, is a very, very disruptive and dynamic leader. It's really like someone saying to you, how much would you pay to go and work with Richard Branson? Well, you'd probably pay a lot of money just to spend the day with him, ghosting him and watching him, listening to him, getting to understand why he does the things he does. You had that opportunity through Dan and through your upline, because when Dan designed the business, it was not about him creating a brand for himself. It was not about him creating a brand that would, you know, give him a big 16-bedroom mansion and a fleet of Rolls Royces. It wasn't about him creating a brand because he has an out of control ego. Dan is one of those people who wants to help as many people as he can. He wants to help someone break free from a job that they really don't like. He wants to help someone buy their first home. He wants to help a leader in South Africa to be able to stop working in a coal mine for 12 hours a day that she'd been doing for many, many years to feed her family. He wants to be able to help that lady that was a waitress 3 times a day with 3 different jobs to be able to quit her job and be able to hold her head high and to be able to be an entrepreneur in her own right and become a speaker. Dan is about helping each and every one of you to make your dreams become a reality. And that means that as a business, we have to change. As a business, we constantly change because, as I said earlier, we're in the technology space, and the technology space is naturally growing. But what's more important about that is that we have to change. And we can't just say, well, because I'm working with Richard Branson, or I'm working with Warren Buffett, or I'm working with Dan Anderson, or I'm working with this one or that one, I'm going to be successful. No. We have to really take a reality check and say, okay, I have the vehicle, I have the opportunity, am I prepared to get into it and actually learn how to drive it? Because most of you, I'm sure, can drive a car. That doesn't mean that you could just jump into a Formula One car and drive it successfully without crashing and killing yourself. And network marketing is really, really the same, because you have the opportunity. You have the backup, you have the support, you have the products, you have everything you need to be successful, but you have to learn how to drive that vehicle, which isn't necessarily the same as being in a what we call traditional business or being in any other type of business. Network marketing is a very unique model. But what's interesting about network marketing is it continues to grow. And after the decades that it's been around, it's still growing. It's still as popular as it ever was. And today I've seen a report on the future of direct sales for the next until the year 2025. It's mind-blowing where direct sales can take you, because the one thing that's true about Dan is that his business offers you the opportunity to go wherever you want to go. And that's not true of a job. That's not true of standard conventional businesses, even things like a franchise, because there is in those jobs and in those type of opportunities always a ceiling in what one can achieve. But in this business, you have the opportunity to go wherever you want to go. You can write your own ticket, but it will require change. And it will require us learning how to not only act like, but think like an entrepreneur. Because in business, things have to change in order for you to become future-proof and for order for your business to become relevant. The biggest MLMs in the world have changed dramatically over the past few years in order to keep up with the technology curve and also keep up with all the things that are happening in the marketplace. And Leo's no different, and Dan's no different. He has the uncanny ability to predict the future and to be able to ensure that as a business, we're heading in that direction. So do think about the opportunity you have. I know you've recognized it, but think deeper about what it truly means to be successful in your personal life, in your financial life, and in your spiritual life. Because it's all about us and how we think and what we say and what we do. There's a saying out there that says good thoughts, good actions, good deeds. And if we go to work in our network marketing business with that in the back of our mind, we're as guaranteed as you ever could be to having the success that you dream about. And nothing in life is guaranteed. But what I'm saying is you're more likely to be successful with a positive attitude and with the attitude of good thoughts, good deeds, and good actions than you are by having a negative attitude and thinking in bad ways, having bad thoughts and bad actions and bad words. I hope that sort of makes sense. Network marketing is about building people up, not tearing them down. It's been my pleasure as always. Short call today, but even the last 24 minutes, I'm always enthused to speak to you guys. I look forward to seeing you on the road real soon as I go out and start going round. And I look forward to seeing a lot of you in the cruise in China in September. So if you've not given your details into the events team, please get that done, because the actual list of names needs to go to the customs and what have you in China, and all that needs to go in this week. Have a tremendous week. Remember 10-10-10, and remember that nothing's impossible except to those that believe it's impossible. Success can be as big as you can dream. And with that, I recommend that you join us next Monday for the webinar when Dan will be on with some very exciting news. Have a tremendous week. Take care, and I'll definitely see you all over the top. Bye-bye.